What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Cleveland Cavaliers versus Toronto Raptors NBA matchup going down Friday, October 31st, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do it. We've got Week 10 college football, Week 9 NFL. We've also got the NBA, the NHL, and the World Series wrapping up this weekend too. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout and get 15% off your purchase. And we also have our Inner Circle VIP services. Now, these are not for everyone. They are for people that make big bets, people with big bankrolls who are looking to take their betting to the next level and are looking for that one-on-one concierge style service. Now, you can call or text the number on the screen, but remember, this is our most expensive premium product, so just keep that in mind before texting the number. But if it's for you, it's an awesome product, and I can assure you guys are going to absolutely love it. But let's get to this one. Between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Toronto Raptors, the Cavs 3-2 straight up, 1-4 against the number this season after a 125-105 loss to the Boston Celtics in their last matchup, while Toronto 1-4 straight up and against the number as well after a 139-121 loss to the Houston Rockets. And I'll tell you, for Toronto right now, it just looks like it's not working, and especially on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, they've been involved in a ton of overs already this season, mainly because they have a hard time keeping points off the board. Their best defensive showing was in their opening night win over Atlanta. They still gave up 118 points in that game. Since then they've allowed 121 in 4 straight and 139 in 2 of their last 3 games. So numbers like that are not numbers you want to have when you got the Cleveland Cavaliers on the other side, who were still a great home team in the NBA last year. They managed to pick up a win over Milwaukee in their opener. However, we've also seen Cleveland allow teams to hang around in a couple of spots, win the game outright. Look at New York on the road on opening night. They lost by 20 in Boston. And even in the lone home game that they won, the Cleveland Cavaliers didn't cover 6.5 against the Milwaukee Bucks, and they needed a strong fourth quarter to come back in that game. They had to fight off 40 points from Giannis. They still got 24 from Donovan Mitchell in that game, 23 from Evan Mobley. And while Toronto, was missing Jakob Poeltl in that last game, it looks like he will be out for this game as well as deals with lower back tightness. For me, the way I'm looking at it is that as long as this team still has the likes of Brandon Ingram, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickley, Scotty Barnes, this is still a really solid core for the Toronto Raptors, who were a very good underdog despite all of their injury issues last season. And I think that the Toronto Raptors are going to be able to put up a fight in some spots. Now, is it going to be every spot that they do it? No. We've already seen it, like I said, in a couple spots this season, in this young season, where, we've seen, just some questionable defensive performances. But right now, for the Cavs, you're obviously still missing Darius Garland and Max Strus. Jared Allen's questionable. Donovan Mitchell's questionable. Not saying those guys don't play, but I still think that there's just a lot to like about what the Toronto Raptors have on paper, to where I think they can at least cover this game. I'm not saying they win. I think that Cleveland, if I had to pick this game from a money line perspective, I think Cleveland still wins. But 7.5 for me feels like a lot, just with the underdog potential that the Raptors have. So I'm going to go with the Raptors here, plus the points, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.